What is going on, everyone? TJ here with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports, and in today's video, we're going to be building out a 6 flex slip over on PrizePicks for the Thursday night football game between the Jaguars and the Saints. We're going to be utilizing the correlation tool here at DGF and pulling a slip directly from it. So if you guys want to stay tuned and get the whole entire slip, we're going to do that in just a second. But my first overall play coming from that slip is going to be Derek Carr over 240.5 passing plus rushing yards. And we're going to break this down in the rest of our slip right now. All right, guys, so I've gone to our website, DGFantasy.com. We are at the correlation tool homepage. And as we can see right here, we have the correlation performance tracker, which publicly tracks all of our slips that get posted to our correlation tool. As you guys can see, we're up 282 units since publicly tracking all of our slips as of August 18th. Didn't have the best weekend last weekend, but with that being said, if you're a $5 unit bettor and you are using every single slip that gets populated here to the correlation tool, you are still up a boatload of money. You would still be up over $1,400, and if you're a $100 unit size bettor, you'd be up over $28,000 by utilizing and taking all of the slips that we recommend here on the correlation tool at DGF. For anybody unaware of what exactly the correlation tool is or how it actually works, our software identifies the highest correlated combos based on the props on a given DFS app. So PrizePicks, Underdog, Jock Market, Parlay Play. We're actually working on another DFS app that we're going to be adding here shortly, along with some sports here, right? NBA, NHL, and CSGO will get added to the correlation tool very soon. And our tool then recommends a full game correlated slip directly to our users, depending on how high the profit margin is for that specific slip. And the reason we wanted to create this software for you guys is because the biggest edge that we currently have playing on these DFS apps is positively correlating, right? Positive correlation just means outcomes that are more likely to occur together. So if we have Patrick Mahomes over passing yards, if he's going to go out and throw for 500, let's say he's playing the Patriots, he's 100% going to throw for 500 yards. That team sucks. So if Patrick Mahomes is going to go out and throw for 500 yards, that means that his wide receivers, his tight end, Travis Kelce, they're going to benefit from Patrick Mahomes going out and having that many passing yards. So it wouldn't make sense for us to go over on PrizePicks and take Patrick Mahomes over passing yards and come back and take Marquez Valdes-Scantling under receiving yards and Travis Kelce under receiving yards. No, we would want to play all of those together, whether we're taking all of the unders or all of the overs. We want to try to positively correlate when playing on these DFS apps. And the biggest reason we want to be doing this over on the DFS apps opposed to the sports books is because these sports books, FanDuel, DraftKings, etc., they'll alter your payout if you are trying to positively correlate, right? We have the same game parlays that you want to enter on FanDuel, that you want to enter on DraftKings, where your payout is very, very shifted and altered based on those plays that you're trying to positively correlate. Because those books take into consideration, they know that you are trying to positively correlate. You're trying to game stack specific plays together, outcomes that are more likely to happen together. The sports books know that, and they take that into consideration. But over on these DFS apps like PrizePicks, Underdog, Parlay Play, Jock Market, in most cases, in most sports, we can get away with it. We can fully game stack slips, and our payouts don't get altered. So if we go over to PrizePicks and we enter a 6-man flex and we game stack a specific game, so we're going to be building out this slip between the Saints and the Jaguars. We're going to try to find 6 plays, or we do have 6 plays, that are positively correlated in their own right. Now, if we enter this over on a sports book like FanDuel, like DraftKings, they're going to alter our payout. And not only that, but over on a sports book, we need to go 6 for 6 if we're building out a 6-leg parlay in order to get any type of return. And that return that we're going to get, it's going to be less than actually playing over on PrizePicks. Because we know if we enter a 6 flex over on PrizePicks, we get a 25x return if we go 6 for 6. But if we go 5 for 6, we get a 2 times return. If we go 4 for 6, we get a 0.4 times return. If we do that over on a sports book, we get nothing. We need to go 6 for 6. So not only do we have that insurance in our back pocket, but we get a bigger return if we go 6 for 6. So it's an absolute no-brainer to be taking advantage of these DFS apps and positively correlating your slips when possible. But now let's jump back over to the correlation tool. We are going to go ahead and show off this slip between the Jags and the Saints. So our first play, like I mentioned, and we're obviously going to break this down, was Derek Carr over 240.5 pass plus rushing yards. Now, we don't have Trevor Lawrence on the board currently because he is technically questionable for the Jags. So, if you do want to wait to enter a slip, I can guarantee you, and you are a DGF member, there might be a different correlated slip tomorrow at some point once Trevor Lawrence gets added to their board. There might be higher correlated combo props with a better percent odds to hit where we're going to have a higher profit margin and maybe a better correlation score where those plays are better together. But right now, given the board that we actually have populated on PrizePicks, this is the highest correlated slip that we could enter for this Jags and Saints game. And again, that's Derek Carr over 240.5 pass plus rushing yards. We go to Logan Cook under 4.5 punts. Lou Hedley under 4.5 punts. We got Chris Olave over 61.5 receiving yards. Evan Ingram over 41.5 receiving yards. And Rashid Shaheed over 35.5 receiving yards. Now let's head back over to PrizePicks and actually take a look at this slip. So we added in Derek Carr, we added in both the punters unders, and we took Olave, Ingram, and Shaheed all over receiving yards. And we can see right here, 6 for 6, we get that 25 times return. We go 5 for 6, again, we have that insurance in our back pocket. We still get a 2x return. And then even if we go 4 for 6, we miss 2 plays, we still get a 0.4 times return. That is better than nothing. And again, PrizePicks not altering our payout, but we are positively correlating this specific game. Now, the game stack that we're obviously looking for here is a lot of points, right? We have a lot of overs here for offensive players and the unders for each punter. So what does that mean? That means Derek Carr, go out, have a big game. Don't turn the ball over, get up and down the field, get into field goal range, find the end zone. Derek Carr, find the end zone. Find your receivers. Find Chris Olave. Find Shaheed. If Derek Carr is going to go out and throw for 242.5 plus receiving yards, that means that Chris Olave and Shaheed are going to have the opportunity to get a lot of receiving yards. And then on the flip side, obviously, depending on whether or not Trevor Lawrence plays, if the Saints can get a lead or even if the Jaguars can get a lead, right, we just want a lot of offense. We want a lot of passing. If that's the case, though, with the Saints getting up early, potentially throwing the ball a lot, that means Evan Ingram and Trevor Lawrence or whoever is going to have more of an opportunity to go out and get receiving yards. And then if these teams are going up and down the field, right, that means they're not going to be punting. So why are we going to take the over on Logan Cook or Luke Hedley over punts if these offenses are just going to go up and down? We're not. We're going to correlate that and take the unders. So that's what we're doing here. This slip is directly off of the correlation tool here at DGF. And I got to tell you guys, this is a beauty. I think this one's hidden. Now, for anybody that's watching this YouTube video for the first time, first and foremost, thank you. If you guys could please go ahead and smash that like button. If you're going to be tailing this slip, go ahead and hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so whenever we do go live or post content, you get notified first. But I just want to throw this out there. For anybody that is finding this video or you've tailed any of our correlation slips here in the past, you guys need to understand that this is a long-term game, okay? We have a ton of slips that get populated to the correlation tool throughout the week. Come Saturday afternoon or Friday afternoon, we have over 100 recommended slips on our tool. So when we create a video, more often than not, there's only 1 or 2 correlated slips that we're actually feeding the public. All of the other slips are for our DGF members. So if you guys want to get every single possible slip that gets recommended to the correlation tool, you can go to DGFantasy.com and get signed up for a correlation bundle today. But not every single slip that we create a video for is going to cash. It's just not going to happen. With these 25 times payouts over on PrizePicks, realistically, if we're entering in 23 slips and that 24th hits, we're profitable, right? Over time, that is the name of the game. To be profitable long term. So just because this slip is very highly correlated for the Jags and Saints, it doesn't mean it's going to hit. But I can guarantee you that out of all of these slips right now, we're going to have a few that cash, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for long-term profit, right? We want to see this continue to go up, and that's what we've seen so far since coming out with the correlation tool and publicly tracking all of our slips as of August 18th. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But again, if you guys want to take advantage and gain access to every single slip and not just this slip directly for one Thursday night football game over on PrizePicks, I mean, we have a ton already lined up for college football. We already have slips starting to populate here for week 7 for the Sunday games. So a ton of slips already ready to be entered. And again, we have 21 currently. That will say 100 or somewhere around 100 current slips come Friday afternoon that you guys can all take advantage of and get entered throughout multiple different platforms. But that is going to do it for today's video, guys. I appreciate you sticking with me and watching this entire video. If you've made it this far, thank you. If you guys didn't, again, please go ahead and hit that like button. I really feel good about this slip that we just created, so let's hope it cashes. I'll catch you guys on the next one.